Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sorry, this is the first time we are going live with Facebook and YouTube. Just we are looking into, we are ensuring it is live in both the places. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sorry, this is the first time we are going live with Facebook and YouTube. Just we are looking into, we are ensuring it is live in both the places. Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, this is the first time we are going with Facebook and YouTube. Ensuring it is live in both the places. Okay, we are starting the webinar now. Okay, we are starting the webinar now. Okay, we are starting the webinar now. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this live webinar series exclusively for COVID stimulus payments. As we are going through lot of changes, announcements in the last couple of months in respect to the PPP, employee retention tax credit, and many other incentives, grants. I thought it would be good if I can keep updating my viewers about what changes are coming up, what you should be aware, where you should know as a business owner. And today I will talk about PPP and employee retention tax credit at high level. And you can post your questions if any. I'm happy to answer all your questions. I will be here till I answer all your questions or for the next 1 hour. So on December 27th, Trump signed $900 billion relief package. In that, what do we have for every business owner or for everyone? So out of $900 billion, $325 billion are assigned for the small business owners, and $120 billion are assigned for the unemployment benefits, and direct stimulus payments for $166 billion. I will try to focus more on what is very important, where most of the viewers can be benefited. So in the last few months, in the last maybe around in the last 35 days, there are so many announcements from SBA, Treasury, and also 166. Excuse me, some issue. So SBA, Treasury, and White House, they have been issuing so many announcements in the last 35 days. We are on top of what's happening. We are continuously upgrading ourselves to understand what is happening in the economy now. I would like to focus on PPP program now. You might have already applied, but just I want to give, because this is our first webinar, I want to focus on a bit more basics. As we every alternative Wednesday, we have this webinar exclusively for the PPP for the stimulus package program. So you can I will continue to update on week on every webinar what's happening, what are the new changes have come up. So as this is the first time, I want to talk about some basics. The rules are keep changing, so stay tuned. Still, we are getting a lot of clarifications. Many announcements are still coming for the PPP loan. So as of now, in the last 10 months, SBA has announced $943 billion of PPP funds for PPP loan program, funds for the PPP loan program. And as you are aware already, the PPP program round 2 has started on January 13th, and this is the current status of PPP loans as of 31st January 2021. This is the latest as of Sunday, last 2 days back, 3 days back. So as of Sunday, $72 trillion were approved out of $284 billion assigned under this PPP program in the current bill. Out of that, around 67.9% of applications are less than $50,000. So, and I have been seeing so many approvals are coming up, but still SBA is running slow. SBA, the approval process is not so speed from the SBA, because SBA team is focusing more on ensuring accuracy and to avoid any frauds. Considering the experience from the PPP round 1 program, which was happened in the last year April, there were so many fraud transactions were involved. So now SBA is a bit more cautious. They are going through a lot of documentation, and they are approving it. So there is a delay in the process. If your PPP loan funds are not yet approved, you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry or annoyed at this point, because there is a delay and funds are available. So we should be good. Just stay tuned for your SBA updates on your PPP loan application. So you may be able to reapply your PPP round 1 loan, provided if your loan, if you think you didn't get enough money because of there are change in rules There's change in the PPP loan program rules. To be eligible to reapply, there are few conditions listed down by SBA. You should not have got forgiveness of approval as of now, number one. Number two, you should have returned all your money by December 27th, 2020 from the PPP loan program 1, if you received any money. You can reapply for this program only when you repaid entire money by December 27th, 2020. So then, and if you think that you are still eligible, you are eligible to get more funds, you are very much welcome to apply again for the PPP round 1. And SBI has also given a clarification saying if any of you guys, any of the business owners come under these 4 categories, they are eligible for reapply. Number 1, partnerships. Earlier, the partnership compensation was not included when we are doing calculations for the PPP loan program. But now SBI has given a clarification. If we have not considered any partner compensation from your partnership firm, when you're calculating the deemed wages for the PPP loan application, if you have not done earlier, you can include that money and you can reapply for PPP now for the loan for the first program. And if you are a seasonal employer and the customer previously if you think that you have not got the maximum amount because you are a seasonal employer, then you can go and reapply as per the updated and the latest announcements from the SBA. There is a separate clarification given on seasonal employers, but I'm not covering that at this point considering the shortage at the time. And if any other eligible borrowers, if you have returned your PPP loan program PPP round 1 funds already before December 27th, you can go and reapply now again. You can repay complete PPP round 1 loan amount, or if you have done part payment, still you are eligible to get back that money by reapplying now. So if you think that you are eligible to reapply, please go and reapply. Funds are available. I just want to ensure that because this is the first time we are going live, I just want to ensure that the live is happening. Just please excuse me. I want to check. Okay, glad it's happening. Yeah, sorry. Okay, and for the second round, you may be eligible for the second round for the of PPP, provided if in any one quarter in Q2 in 2020, if your gross receipts are down by at least 25% in any one quarter, you are eligible to apply for PPP round 2. And the difference can be either in any one quarter, or you can also consider the complete year, complete 2019 versus complete 2020, and you can do the comparison. If your revenue is down by 25%, you are eligible to apply for PPP round 1 now. So PPP round 2 now. And the definition of gross receipts, I want to just give some clarification. What does gross receipts definition is? If you get any income from your business, if you get any collections in your bank account, and if you want to treat them as an income for your business, those things need to be considered when you are doing this 25% reduction calculation. It includes if you are doing any sales, if you got any collections from your customers, if interest, dividend, royalty, rent, fees, commission, any of those things are to be included. If you received any loan, including the PPP loan or EADL loan, those amounts have to be excluded when you do this gross receipts comparison. And how to apply for a PPP loan for us if you are a self-employed? If you are a self-employed, this process is very simple. You can get into the Schedule C of 2019 and go to the line number 31 and see how much income you made for the year 2019, the net income. That is considered as a deemed income, and you are eligible to get you are eligible to apply for PPP round 2, sir, or for PPP round 1 based on Schedule C. And if your business is down by 25% in any quarter, then you may be eligible for PPP round 2 also. And SBI has introduced 2 forms for this PPP round, this round. Form number 2483, which is called as PPP round 1 application now. If you are applying for the first time, you need to use form number 2483. And if you are applying for the second time, that is the second draw, and then you need to use the form number 2483 SD. And this is about PPP program. If you have any questions, please post your questions in the comments box. I'm happy to answer your questions. So now I want to talk more about ERTC, Employee Retention Tax Credit. I'm just ensuring my live is happening, and someone commented they're not able to see my screen. Actually, I'm trying to share my screen, but it seems some technical issue. I'm not able to share. Okay, I got it now. Still, people are not able to share the screen. I'm sorry guys, some technical issue as I'm doing this for the first time. I think I'm not able to share my screen to give a quick walkthrough. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not able to share my screen. Might be some technical issue. I need to resolve it for the next webinar. But I will give us very high level details about employee retention tax credit. Employee retention tax credit. There are two parts in employee retention tax credit for 2020 and 2021. You might be eligible to get up to $19,000 under employee retention tax credit, provided if you are eligible for 2020 and 21 together. So now I would like to talk about first 2020. Employee retention tax credit, you are eligible for 2020 provided your business is down by 50% in any one quarter. And this is the test number one. And test number two, your business should be down, or your business is shut down by the government either fully or partially, and that too due to COVID. If your business is shut down partially or fully because of the government regulations, then you are eligible for employee retention tax credit 2020, and otherwise your business should go down by 50%. So how much you are eligible? So you are eligible to get 50% of the wages you paid to the employee for the quarter to the maximum of 5,000 for the whole year. And you are eligible to get employee retention tax credit even though you applied for PPP loan. Even you got PPP round 1, PPP round 2, even you got forgiven PPP amount forgiven, still you are eligible for employee retention tax credit. So I recommend you to not miss this opportunity. If you are eligible, if your business is down substantially by 50% in last year, you are eligible. So then how do we calculate? So you have to look into all employees, employee wage salary, what you paid in the quarter where the business is impacted by 50%. And whatever amount you paid, 50% of the wages or $5,000 is allowed as employee retention tax credit for 2020. And for 2021, there are some changes in employee retention tax credit 2021. If your business is down by 20% in Q1 2021 compared to the 2019 Q1, then you are eligible for employee retention tax credit. And how much amount you are eligible? 70% of the wages are qualified for 70% of the wages or $7,000 per quarter. Example, if you paid $15,000 to one employee in the Q1 2021, 70% of the $15,000, so $10,500. So you have either $10,500 or $7,000 for the quarter. Whichever is low, you are eligible for ERTC 2021. So look into every employee, do the calculation, and find out how much you are eligible for Q1 2021. And it will continue for 2020 Q2 2020 also, unless your business is grown, your business is not down by 20%. So if your business is down by 20% again in Q2 2021, you are eligible again for ERTC 2021, which is a $7,000. So in total, you can get $5,000 for 2020, Q1 2021, $7,000, Q2 2021, $7,000. So in total, you are eligible to get $19,000 towards employee retention tax credit if your business is down by 50% in the last year or 20% in the current quarters. So how do you claim this? You can claim employee retention tax credit by Form 941, which is a quarterly payroll compliance document, for quarterly payroll reporting documentation. Whenever you file quarterly 941 before 30 days from the end of the quarter, at that time you can claim this employee retention tax credit for the respective quarters. For 2020, it is already over. How do you claim? As of now, still SBA has not clarified this query yet. But we think we need to amend your last quarter 941, which is 2020 Q4 Form 941. So Form 941 has to be amended. This is our information as of now. But if there is any more updates from SBA or SBA, we will, or IRS, we are happy to, I will be sharing the news on this platform. Then how do you and SBA is also introducing a form number 7200, which is an advance payment of employer credits due to the COVID-19. What does this mean? After you do all your calculations, how much you are eligible for your employee retention tax credit, you can get this credit when you file your Form 941 against when you are paying your payroll tax liabilities. But if you don't have so much of liability, then what happens? If you don't have enough payroll tax liability to take this credit, you have an option to get an advance from IRS for this amount. So for this, the form number 7200, you can use it. And SBA has, last couple of days back, SBA has issued draft 7200. It is not yet finalized. It is open for comments, but still we don't have a lot of information here. We need to stay tuned for the updates from the SBA and IRS. So and I also like to mention that use this opportunity if your business is impacted because of the COVID, and because government has come forward to support the small business owners or individuals. If you are eligible, you can apply for the loans, grants, incentives, whatever is applicable for you. You can go forward and apply for it. And this is for about the employee retention tax credit. And I'm happy to take any questions if we have. There are few questions posted. I would like to go through that. If you have any questions, please post the message. I'm happy to answer it. Why there is a delay in SBA process in approving PPP2 loan applications? Very good question. Few of my clients are still waiting for the SBA approvals, and few got approved. But here the point is, as I mentioned, this time SBA is more vigilant and they are looking for more accurate information, and they are trying to do some background verification before even they are approving any PPP2 loan applications to avoid any fraud transactions. Okay, so can I go and apply with a different lender than PPP1 borrower? Answer is yes. You can go and apply with any lender. There are 5,000 lenders, 5,000 plus lenders are participating in the PPP round 2, PPP round 2 program. You can go and apply with any lender. There are no restrictions. You can go back to the same lender from whom you got the PPP round 1 if they are open. But there are no restrictions. You can go back to any lender also. And do I need to apply for forgiveness before we go for PPP round 2? Answer is no. You don't have to apply for a PPP round 1 forgiveness application to get the eligibility to PPP round 2. Yes. Do I need to submit application? Simple one-page application. If the amount is PPP round 1 application is only $100,000 for forgiveness application. Answer is yes. If SBI has already introduced one page simple form, forgiveness application form, if the loan amount is less than $150,000, you can submit that application, but provided your bank, you should get that request from your lender, from your PPP round 1 lender. If you got the a request from your lender to submit your PPP application in one page document, yes, please go ahead and submit that application. The other big change is EADL advance reduction. When you are applying for a PPP round 1 forgiveness application, earlier we used to deduct $10,000 up to $10,000 EADL grant if you received, because they told there is no double dipping. Earlier it was told, but now SBI has come forward and say that, hey, no, you don't need to deduct EADL grant now from the PPP loan application, forgiveness amount. And if you already applied for PPP forgiveness and you already approved, so what's going to happen? We don't know. We are expecting SBA, the lender, you may be getting one letter from the SBA or from the lender saying that the entire money is forgiven, including EADL grant. So, but I have not heard from any borrower as of now stating that even the EADL grant is also forgiven now. But if you have not yet applied for the forgiveness as of now, in the new applications, you don't need to deduct it. You are very good. So if you already applied, if you already got a forgiven, then you might need to work with your lender to get back your $10,000 EADL grant amount if it was deducted as a forgiveness earlier from the forgiveness application earlier. If there are any questions, I'm happy to answer. I'm just waiting if there are any questions to answer. You can post your questions either in the YouTube or Facebook. Okay, if there are no questions, I'm happy to stop this, end this webinar. Again, we can meet again after an alternative Wednesday. I will be having this webinars every alternative Wednesday, which is the next webinar on PPP or new stimulus package would be on 17th of February. I will see you again